Hey, so here we are, me and my crew, my videographers and executive producers and all that stuff. We're getting ready to go to see Miss Misty Irby so that we can get a sit-down video of an interview with her and put together our special feature about her and just, add it to the YouTube channel, Extraordinary Living. So here's my crew, and we're gonna make it happen today. Right, ladies?
Yes.
Well, first of all, thank you, Misty, for taking the time to sit down and talk to me today.
You're very welcome.
I decided to talk, I wanted to talk to you because I saw you doing some extraordinary things in the community, and I was impressed with what I saw, and I wanted to be a part of it by helping you campaign whenever I could. I was able to help you one day,
Right.
That I recall, but I definitely wore your t-shirt very proudly.
And I appreciate that. I appreciate that.
I did that on several occasions, and I wanted to be able to just sit down and talk to you more closely and more personally about what your experience was like running for Justice of the Peace of Collin County in District 1?
Yes, Precinct 1.
Precinct 1.
Yes.
Okay.
So I want to say thank you for approaching me with this. This is a great opportunity, and I'm thinking you're doing wonderful things in the community as well. So I'm glad to be a part of this this endeavor that you have.
Thank you so much. Well, the first thing I would like for you to do is just tell us a little bit about who you are and what you currently do for a living.
Okay, I'm Misty Irby. I grew up here in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. I've been living in Collin County for the last 13, 14 years. Currently, I'm not working. In the middle of the campaign, I decided to quit my job to focus on the campaign full-time. I know that was a big gamble, but the territory I was campaigning in was so large, and so it was a difficult area. I felt like I needed to devote my time to that full-time in order to win, because I really, really wanted to win. So currently, I'm unemployed, but I am a risk manager by trade. So I'm looking at different positions. I really want to go into more of a human rights, social justice type career. So I'm trying to transition. I've been doing risk management for the last 15 years. And so my master's degree is in human rights, and so I'm trying to transition to that. And I don't know if you understand, but that can be a little difficult when you're trying to go from one career that you've been in heavily to another, because I've got all these years experience in one thing, and I'm just a newbie in another, but this is where my passion is. So that's what I'm currently doing. I'm just a stay-at-home housewife.
Wow. That's
and awesome, I have a loving, supportive husband who really supports all of my endeavors. So I'm really grateful for that.
That's awesome.
So I know there's a lot more in that first question than you probably wanted to know, but I apologize. So
no, that's perfectly fine.
Okay.
Actually, to hear you speak about being, having a master's degree in human rights, that's something that I don't think I've ever heard of that. And that sounds really interesting.
It is interesting. I had never heard of it before. I just happened to be looking one day about it because I really love learning. And I just happened to be on the internet one day Googling and found that SMU had a human rights and social justice master's degree, and the classes that they listed were so, intriguing. I was like, okay, this is something I have got to do.
Wow.
You're learning about, injustice in education, how the LGBTQ community is, they have problems in school.
Well, actually, I think you kind of just answered the second question, which is, can you tell us about your educational background, where you're from originally, and your upbringing?
See, like I said, I gave all that information up front. This is new for me, so I'm just can be chatty. So I'm from Dallas, and I went to school in Dallas at Arts Magnet School of Performing Arts, Booker T. Washington, and that was high school. And then I went to community colleges and got my bachelor's at the UNT, and then my master's at SMU.
Okay. Very nice. Now, can you tell me what inspired you to run for Justice of the Peace for Collin County?
So, first of all, I didn't even realize that was a position I could run for, because I thought that all judges had to be an attorney.
Okay.
So I'm a paralegal. I do have a paralegal certification, but I'm not, I don't have a JD. And when someone approached me and was saying, you know what, you should run for this position, I thought, okay, that's interesting. So when I started researching and found out the qualifications, found out that the current guy that's in the position out here had never had a challenger. He's been in office almost 20 years. Even though I had always said that I would never run for office, because that was never, like being a politician is not something I've never just thought, okay, I want to go out and be on the city council, I want to do this and do that. I never wanted to do that, but I felt like this particular position was something that would help me with my passion, which is helping with criminal justice reform, helping the community understand the importance of knowing what's going on in your community, going to city council meetings, or the importance of serving on a jury. So I felt like that I needed a platform to further my cause and my passion, the things that keep me up at night. Okay, and so I felt like that position would give me that platform, because I need a larger voice. I say that, I've been on social media and trying to tell people, everybody needs to vote. Vote. Everybody's like, oh my gosh, it's like I felt like I was a broken record. There's some people the importance of voting. But when I ran, I sent out 10,000 postcards to encourage you to vote, and I thought, okay, this is what a platform looks like. You're able to make your voice louder, because my 500 friends on Facebook, that's nothing, but when you send it out to 10,000 people, that says a lot. So
what were the major changes that you wanted to implement if you had been elected to the office of Justice of the Peace?
So one of the things I really was concerned about was the number of evictions that we have out here in Collin County, especially because there have so many people moving out here. I understand people move here for better education and possibilities for their children. They may think, okay, well, my salary at this current rate should be able to sustain me, but they don't have like the savings or something. So if something happens, medical or whatever happens in their life, they can find themselves not able to afford where they're living, which is why the evictions are on a rise out here. So one of the things I wanted to do was implement it where my court would let people know these are services that can help you. They currently don't do that. Okay. The person comes in, they're evicted, that's just sorry, see you later, and next case. I wanted to say, okay, I understand, because I understand both sides. I understand the landlord and the tenant, but I also wanted to let the tenant know there are services out here that can help you. Collin County has a lot of services that people don't know about, because we're not that, like I said, we're not that caring type of community. It's almost, everybody thinks that Collin County is just like the richest county, one of the richest counties in Texas, and that's true. But you have other people here that are maybe affected in some way, and if you don't have the government in place that understands that you have those other people, those people get left in the cracks, and a lot of times it's the children who really suffer. When I don't know statistics, but there's a high number of homeless children in Collin County. When it comes to school districts, McKinney ISD, Frisco ISD, there's a high number of homelessness.
Wow, I did not realize that. That's very interesting.